Hello and welcome this evening. I'm really excited for tonight. It's kind of a culmination, been hanging right there like the snow clouds, just wanting to come down, but not there all winter break. So I'm really excited. The students have been working hard on tonight's concert. There's some wonderful music, and I'll kind of talk about the music throughout the program, very briefly, of course. But first I'm going to go through the business logistics before I get started. So all my thank yous and things of that nature. First of all, you'll notice there's cameras. There's actually, I think, 4 or 3 tonight, and that's Black Knight Television. They are doing wonderful things right across the street at the high school there. I'm sure you've seen their decals and logos. That's kind of their home base. And I'm very thankful for them to be here to capture this wonderful moment that you can take with you after this. So there'll be details about that coming out in the weeks to come in school. And so you may be able to purchase those videos as well to have for your own library. Second of all, I'd like to thank my classroom teachers. They're very supportive of this endeavor every year as it goes along, so I'm always very glad to have them in my corner and right there with me every step of the way. My music teachers, I borrow resources from the other schools. The maintenance staff, always doing our staging, putting up our risers and being there for us. So it takes a village to run on such a wonderful event like this. So I'm very thankful to have those people to help me. All right, well, without further ado, we're going to get this thing started. I'm going to switch the lights over, and we'll get going for it. I'm starting to recognize some familiar faces in the audience. I'm going to bring this microphone up here, see if I can catch some of these voices and make this a little louder. I start seeing familiar faces now. This is concert number 5 for me, and I'm starting to see generations of families come through. And I heard when I first started this from Mr. Minnis and Miss Brown Vaughn, and I didn't believe it, but they eventually had students that were children of former students of theirs. So maybe someday down the road that will start to be the case as I look out here. But I'm really happy to see a lot of the faces that I know and the families supporting this and always coming out. So thank you guys for always doing that. I want you guys to give these guys a hand again, please. And now, students, can you return the favor? Give them a hand. Good. Yeah, they got us here tonight. So thank you guys for coming and bringing your students. We're going to perform that song again for you guys actually at the end, and we're going to switch up the instruments. As you saw, some of them had rhythm sticks and cowbells and tambourines and jingle bells, triangles, drums, lots of instruments in that song. So we're going to do that one again at the end for you. Switch up the instruments. You guys can. Okay? So each one of these songs, and you may start to recognize those generations of faces that I see out there. We've done this performance before, and I absolutely love it. It is so valuable for these students. They get to study different rhythmic aspects of music. Counting the beat in that last song is essential. The rhythm sticks play on 1, 2, 3, 4 throughout on the beat for the entire song. So they're in charge of driving the song and listening and feeling that. And then the other instruments base their rhythm off of those beats. And that's just music in a nutshell, and that's how it's created, and we start to learn that. And they start making some of their own music in my class. We get to explore music of other cultures, and that's the mission statement for Farmington Music Department, is to give them a variety of music. And so that's what we do for them. Our next song gets to use another cool instrument called the boom whacker. It's colorful, and they whack it, and it goes boom. Yes, I said it. Okay. So hope you guys enjoy this next one. It's called Chime In. That was impromptu. I don't know. I kind of like the smaller concert atmosphere. It's more intimate. You don't need that microphone on. Our last number, before we repeat the one we did at the beginning with different instrumentalists, is a really fun one as well. If you have jingle bells, you guys want to come down over here for us? You can't have music without dance, so we try to mix it too. So we got a little choreography number worked up for you here. Not too special, but a lot of fun. And so the next one's called Listen to the Jingles. Mr. Brian, Mr. Boy, you guys are hired for sound next time. I don't know how to look that one. Okay. Sorry you had to see that. Didn't feel very good either. I don't think I'll do that one again. Anyhow, these guys were absolutely wonderful. They put my jaw on the floor today. We had to come up. We didn't have to. We came over for our rehearsal today, and as a teacher, a little jitters. Got a bunch of kids all coming together into a place like this, and kind of in charge of all of them. You guys were awesome. So you tell your classmates too that weren't here. They were fantastic, and they took great care of me. They were respectful and kind, and we love those moments. Okay, no more shenanigans. We're going to play that last number again for you. See if you can pick out an instrument and watch it yourself, and see if you can maybe find yourself playing the part on your lap or figuring out which instruments play on which beats and what their rhythm patterns are. So.
We're going to do this in music form. No, we're not. First of all, I want to thank you all for bringing your child here. These moments are few and far between as they grow up. I understand that you're a baby. With as much time as we spend with them, we certainly value our time and care for them just as much. And so it's a joy for us to see them have this opportunity. I'm sure there will be several that actually get into band, choir, perhaps even theater, something with the fine arts as they progress through school. Students, I understand it's mostly family members out here, but nonetheless, anytime you give a performance, it can be nerve-wracking. So kudos to you guys. You guys did an excellent job. And just to be clear, the worm that you saw, it was really a freestyle part for everybody. There were just some people that left Mr. Peacock hanging and just, I don't know what dance move that is. The wallflower maybe, I don't know. No, you guys did great. We do have dance club coming up. I think some of you might have signed up for that. But anyway, once again, I just want to thank you for coming out, taking time out of your evening to come and share this moment with all of us, allow your students to share with their classmates again. I'm sure many of you can remember probably the first performance back in preschool or kindergarten, wondering, oh, there she is, oh look, and they're just clapping off beat and doing all kinds of stuff, but it was cute. And again, we're running out of those moments, so again, I appreciate you taking time out of your evening. If you don't mind joining me in one more hand for Mr. Kekek, the work he put in as well as the students. Appreciate all that you do.